Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes...
And the finish! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Quality ball. Denilson. That's a cute ball. Floated through. Van Basten gets through on his own. Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Iniesta crosses. Keeper has taken decisive action. Van Basten. Roberto Carlos. It's a searching pass. Vitinha makes the interception. Cafu. And he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Messi stood his ground strongly.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Van Basten! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's straight offside. Looking for options for movement. And it's Roberto Carlos. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Beckham, ready to try one. Beckham!
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
It's Ibrahimovic! Big relief, it just needed better contact. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos. Looking to play him in. Dink through. That is ended up in no man's land. Cafu. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pass is just off target. Messi. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
There's the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hazard. Now this could be a chance. Stood up well to him there. Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Rijkaard. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. We are into overtime. Now it's Hazard. Danielson looking for the run. Chooses to go. Van Basten! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
A continuación, disfrutaremos de la actuación de nuestro grupo oficial de animación. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6 será reemplazado por el dorsal 17.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
There's the mighty effort! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd...
Shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Neymar really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Neymar. And here's Van Basten. Neymar. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Barcelona really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. And again! Roberto Carlos gets it clear. Has a look and plays it forward.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Neymar finds himself offside. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Vitinha. Son Heung-min. Out to the left it goes. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's Son Heung-min! Fantastic from Son Heung-min! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Time for a change in personnel. So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat.
Luis Suarez! Oh, taken with style. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a red chance! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Back into the middle. Son Heung-min. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Pelé. Pelé was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race, and again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard. Now it's Haaland. And it's Zico. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Son Heung-min. Gives it back. Looking here to chip it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zico. It's Zico! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So now the difference is 3.
He's gone for goal! Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Zico. Haaland. And it's Zico. Aimed beyond the defence. That looks a good ball. Luis Suarez! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And now he has 2. And that's that. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and a... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but...
Oh, what a climb! Chooses to go back. He slings... Pele! And the ball's come loose here. That's going to go a long way. And here's Beckham. Beckham gets flagged offside. And it's Beckham. That has ended up in no man's land.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cruyff. Davids.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strong running down that left flank. Played into the box. Ibrahimovic, and he's found a way past. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To open the scoring. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Cruyff. Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's Pele! Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's on it, can he get away? Out towards the flank.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cruyff really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Pele.
Might want to be careful there.
Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tomiyasu makes the interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pass somewhat off target.
This is the time you need that pace.
Cruyff, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Cafu.
Ibrahimovic. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Good play on the left-hand side here. And it's played forward.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Iniesta. Rummenigge. He's picked his way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's on his Ibrahimovic! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tries to play it through. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! And right on half-time, that is telling. And he stuck it away. And the whistle goes for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew.
Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Toure kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aim forwards. Roberto Carlos. And it's Iniesta. That's a good ball out wide. Beckham. Beckham with the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And this is Iniesta. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Delivered with swing. Cleared away. And he gets rid in a hurry. Ibrahimovic. And here's Beckham. Can he get on the end of this? Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Nicely aimed pass. Toure wins the duel this time. 60 minutes played. Davids. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
He's found a way through. Cruyff. And the shot! He scores! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Al Nassr go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Iniesta, and he's got his cross in. Cleared without hesitation. Davids.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cafu. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. And instinctively he rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Now it's Hullet, and he's managed to get free. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff powering forward here. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Beckham has it out wide and in space. Big header! Oh, crossbar! Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line.
Barcelona certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Beckham with the short one. Iniesta crosses. Van der Sar claims it, safe hands. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Al Nassr have it back and can go again. And this is Hullet.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Knocks it out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto, he gets big!
Wow, that's a fine save.
Great football, shot and save. Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham plays it short. And here's Beckham. Cross flung in towards the middle. Tomiyasu with the clearance. Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run.
There will be 3
He's being
minutes
shifted
added
off it.
time.
And the shot! He has done it!
It is no contest. It is a landslide.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up.
And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans have
and
pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental
Nigeria
occasion.
against Barcelona.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Well, we hardly need reminding Jim of the strengths of... And Hullet! He's missed, but not by that far.
Bullet really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cleared without hesitation. He's in plenty of space here. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vieira. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer. Beckham. And this is Beckham. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. To open the scoring. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. What a throw in. Rijkaard. Now Yaya Toure. Nuno Mendes. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. He's got full. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Played through into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
Oh, what a climb! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Nigeria are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Iniesta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's fabulous.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Rummenigge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Toure calmly anticipates. Cafu. And it's Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Toure makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. They played right into his path.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Beckham clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call. Nigeria really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pelé, passing is crisp and sharp.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good ball out wide. Great vision. Showing great feet there. Cross from Cafu. Rummenigge. Oh, well measured. He's found the way through. Now can he find a finish? Toure gets good distance on it. Here's a shot. Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. It's Roberto Carlos! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rummenigge. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And now the breakaway. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Vitinha. Roberto Carlos goes steaming forward. Thuram puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Hullet. And he's found a way. Hullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vieira cuts it out. Oh, terrible mistake. And that'll be the last act of the first half. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Substitution.
So off we go once more. Barcelona come out for this second half with a different lineup. The manager has made a big call here. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. That looks a cracking ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And somehow he kept it out.
Nigeria certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Gets his head on it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Some resolute defending there. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the... And he's had a hit! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's really well cleared. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. So what can they make of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for options for movement.
Nigeria have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And this is Roberto Carlos.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Hullet. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Vitinha.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Ronaldo. He is through here. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard. That's a little off target. Vieira. Over to the left. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's got away. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, super find. Roberto Carlos. Well, that pass isn't the best. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Looking tidy in possession here. Now that looks a decent ball. Now that is a hefty challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cafu, and it's Beckham. Cafu! Great defending, strong and determined. Rummenigge. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hullet. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cafu running with the ball. Rummenigge. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little...
Bullish header! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 21, Hullet. Number 8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 14,
Roberto Carlos.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field, number 20.
Now it's Bale.
Rafael Leao.
Oh, that's a
Number
key
9,
interception.
Suarez.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Bale.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Bale, and this is Luis Suarez, and he welcomes it in. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Rijkaard has been sent off. It was deemed a professional foul.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Well, this looks promising in turn. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Barcelona have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it.
There could be... And a chance! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona, and the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And this is Beckham. He has found the way through. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here. He is through here. They're urging him to shoot. Decent chance! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Tries to play it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vieira was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he get it through? Luis Suarez. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, he's been... and he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Pelé, now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. It's played through for him. Caught offside that time. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And this is Ronaldo. Goes for a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Roberto Carlos. No way through there. Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And this is Luis Suarez. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's been slipped through. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard. That's a little off target. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Iniesta. They've played it short.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. Now it's Luis Suarez. Toure calmly anticipates. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's a sharp pass. And this is Luis Suarez. That's an imaginative pass. Cafu cuts out the pass. And there's the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
En el marcador se podrá ver a continuación un resumen con las jugadas más destacadas de la primera parte. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again. Barcelona decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. It's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Pelé. And he plays one through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira, he's in space and looking for options. Ronaldinho is flagged offside. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Luis Suarez. That's a good ball. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? Davids. Now it's Luis Suarez. And the counter is on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Gullit. Gullit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Baresi deals with that comfortably. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Ronaldinho. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he takes a shot! Keeper's got his work done.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, what has happened here? Picked out brilliant. It's Luis Suarez! Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Mendes cuts it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Barcelona got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Threads one in. Rijkaard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for the run. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Not out the best in the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Corner number 2 then.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Nice looking ball. Rummenigge. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now it's Beckham. That has ended up in no man's land. Gullit. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Look at the space here. Out of play for a goal kick. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Thuram has given away a free kick. And it's Mendes. Now, can they get him away? Pele. A heavy challenge. Iniesta. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowds...
Oh, terrible pass. He's through, it's one-on-one. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Corner
14.
number 3 coming up.
Ronaldinho. Será reemplazado por...
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
17. Neymar.
And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram gets across to intercept that. And here's Neymar. Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Gets his head on it! It's bounced back off the post.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most accurate pass. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He came in hard, very hard. That's good running with the ball. They really do have to make something of this. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Good ball, good take. He's away. He's one-on-one. And that's that. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And already we're underway here.
What do you think about the formation here, Jim?
Yeah, it's one of these systems, Peter, where the front three are obviously the headline makers, but the back three have considerable responsibility and pressure on them. So a strong voice is needed to keep everyone switched on to their defensive duties. Everybody has to kind of play their part in getting behind the ball at times, and it's not always done because the focus is very offensive.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And this is a great chance to take a lead. Oh, it's a great ball here. Antoine Griezmann, do we still consider him, Jim, the face of French football?
Yeah, I think there's some room for debate here, Peter, but I can't think of anyone who has a more versatile style of play.
Oh, he's just won so much, hasn't he? He might have had his fair share of disappointments in various finals, but he did win the tournament that really mattered back in 2018.
And he was outstanding in the final, an assist and a very controversial penalty.
Of course, that's right, one of the first significant penalties to be given as a result of a video-assisted review. Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's a promising position, delivered with swing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Hullet. And he cuts out the supply. Now he's off and running. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Mendes. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And across it goes. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Roberto Carlos. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nicely shaped ball. That has been cut short. Tries to pass it through. Cafu calmly anticipates. Can he get it through? So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. It's just beyond his reach. Shot, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, easy pickings there. And he's in on goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Throw in. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Beckham. Iniesta.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
That's really well cleared. And it's Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Costa Curta. He's found a way through. Now, can they get him away? Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, that's well spotted. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. White can get it clear. Goes for goal! Vitinha. It's Ibrahimovic! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Corner number 2 then. And that was very necessary. Great defending, strong and determined. Milan are looking to go forward now. And this is Messi. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's an errant pass. Nuno Mendes gets it away. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Now he's got space here. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Griezmann. Costa Corta. And it's Gattuso. And he's away. Beckham. And they can counter here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nuno Mendes is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. He's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Hullet. Cafu. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Hullet. Oh, perfectly measured that. And this is Griezmann. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Invitiamo tutti I tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto alle popolazioni più povere.
So off we go once more.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's tidy. Cafu. Cross from Cafu. Terrific header. It's anyone's ball now. And he's quick to get it clear again. Nuno Mendes. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves
Climbs
set.
up big! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Certain, searing and imperious.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Looking to play him in. Nuno Mendes.
Well, as responses go to falling behind, this is quite encouraging. They look quite dangerous here.
Beckham! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona have their third corner. They've played it short. Hoisted in. Chance! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Pass somewhat off target. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Milan have reclaimed it. Chance! Against the crossbar.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know,
He gets big! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Beckham. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Roberto Carlos. Messi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Costa Curta, and he's managed to get free. He's got tall. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Rodri wins the duel this time. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And this is Messi. Toure does really well to win the ball there. Into the last quarter of an hour. Looking for a runner. Pull it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Beckham. Costa Curta does well to get it back. Now it's Hullet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
The referee's awarded a free kick. So what can they conjure from this one? That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, played through for the wide man. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Barcelona get their fourth corner. Adams gets it away. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. Toure deals with that comfortably. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Milan finding their passes. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the number on the board is 3. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that is out of play. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Looking for the run. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And we're done. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Vitinha. Oh, it's Beckham. Dixon. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Robertson. Great vision. That looks a cracking ball. Haaland finds himself offside. Now it's Beckham. Barcelona finding their passes. Iniesta. And it's Guardiola. Hazard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Haaland touches it back. It's Iniesta! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Nuno Mendes, can he get onto this? He's got full! No, not the best of headers.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And it's Hazard. Quarter of an hour played. Hazard providing an outlet. Oh, smashing header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played out to the left flank. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos. Driving forward. Knocks it into space. Oh, it's played into the area. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And we have our very first corner. Beckham goes short. And here's Beckham. Here it is, crossed in. Oh, good ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's whipped. Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Guardiola. And it's Robertson. No goals as yet. Oh, he's found support out wide. Toure gets rid without sophistication.
Marseille clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Robertson clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Ibrahimovic. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Iniesta. Marseille upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, what has happened here? Guardiola! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Shot at goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking to play him in. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Nuno Mendes. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Iniesta.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Guardiola. Iniesta. Haaland. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona just need to relax a little and ease off on crosses, Peter. They have the talent to play with more variety and craft.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Guardiola. Spread it left. Fired deep towards the back post.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he can clear it away. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta. He's shifting through the gears here. Crosses it. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. Hazard with the delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that's a goal kick. Now, can they get him away?
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Ibrahimovic. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Guardiola. Almost an hour gone. And it's Robertson. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. No, that's been intercepted.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's hoisted clear. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's a promising position. He's found a way through. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Oh, good-looking ball. And back to the keeper they go. Looking for options, for movement. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Marseille clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that pass isn't the best. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, that's fabulous. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 9, le numéro 11, Hazard, le numéro
Almost
22.
75 minutes on the clock now.
À leur place,
Passing is crisp
le
and
numéro
sharp.
21,
Van Nistelrooy.
le numéro 20,
Marquinhos clears it away.
le numéro 17. Attention,
Corner
changement.
number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Collar is flagged offside. Looking for the run. And that is expertly dealt with. Couldn't squeeze it through. And claimed it back swiftly. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nice looking ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's the header! Oh, he's been caught on it here. So, third corner of the game. Climbs up big! They've got to be quick to recover this. Danger averted for now. And this is Maradona. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's put paid to a promising move. This ended up in no man's land.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Toure deals with that comfortably. He's got away. Crosses it in. Up he goes! Oh, what about that? Finally, finally, finally! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 37.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Deco. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Lewandowski actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
All hands on deck for this one. And it's been taken short. No, again there's no way through. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have held on.